Good evening and welcome to the Medium channel where we bring you the spirituality behind the message. And today's our second year anniversary. So we're going to have a party and a celebration. And I'm seeing a few little glitches on the screen. With a little bit of luck and prayer, what happened on Sunday won't happen again. So hopefully we'll keep everything for the whole session. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do mediumship. So we're going to get messages from the other side. That's how we're going to celebrate the birthday, the second year anniversary, the Medium channel. And I'll talk about the giveaways and a couple of announcements in a little bit. I'm going to jump into some messages first, then take a little break and talk for a minute, then go back into messages. So I always give the live people, especially because this is mediumship night. So I give the live people a few moments to get on before we actually start. So a few quick hellos. Hi, Chris, Judy, Susan, Dana, Beth. Hi, welcome from Florida. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Doreen, and happy International Yoga Day, everybody. All right, so very good. So, boy, it's 2 years have gone by really, really quick. And I remember when we launched, I did a mediumship event also. It was 2020, June 21st. I didn't really know the technology that well. We got on, it didn't work, and I had to redo the whole event on YouTube. And thankfully Heather was there to guide everybody to the new event because I couldn't go live on the old event. So that's how the medium channel started. But it was about overcoming an adversity. We did that. We got some really, really beautiful messages through. And for all of you that are here, all 3.5 thousand of you who have subscribed in the last 2 years to the channel, we're here on a journey together, a journey of awakening. And I know those of you that have been here since the beginning have seen my growth and my change, both in the quality of my videos and the way that I speak, and that I started to do channeling and light language, and the best is yet to come. And I feel like we're just getting started. And I feel like as far as my own personal growth, I'm just getting off the ground. I've been doing this spiritual work for over 40 years now, and I still feel like I'm a toddler just learning how to walk right now and really dance with the ascended masters and the spirit guides and everything. So we're here together. We're on this journey of life together, this journey of awakening together. We're here to grow. We're here to make a difference. We're here to help raise collective consciousness, to heal ourselves, to heal each other, to help heal the planet, to help heal Mother Earth, and to really just have a really, really good time. It's a difficult time. Yes, it's a very, very challenging time, but it's such a blessing to be alive. This is the best time in human history because we're going through an evolutionary leap to the likes that we have not seen probably, if not forever, at least for, 10, 20,000 years, probably longer. So thank you everybody for being here and being part of this journey with us. And hopefully, depending on everything, depending on if YouTube survives the next 2 years, which I think it will, but you never know in this world. Hopefully, we'll be here another 2 years and another 20 years even, and continuing to growing and evolving. And I'll tell you, doing YouTube has really gotten me to get out of my I don't know what the right word is, fear, lack mentality, all that stuff, like fear of being on camera, fear of being vulnerable and communicating with you the way that I am, fear of screwing up, performance anxiety and all that stuff. And this has been a work to really overcome my own personal limitations, to be a better teacher, a better medium, a better channel, a better presenter, and to be able to share these gifts with you in a better way. And again, I thank you all for being here so much. So thank you, Patricia and Pandora and Judy and everybody that's chiming in. Thank you so much. And yes. So let's get started. Let me grab some water. So firstly, YouTube is not the easiest place to do mediumship work. There's a little bit of a delay with the response. If anybody here's not registered to YouTube, you can't even use the live stream. So, as I get messages, if nobody takes it, I'm just going to move on to the next one. But let me just explain how this is going to work, and have a smooth session that way. Like I said, there's a little bit of a delay. So the way mediumship works, whether it's individually or in groups, I open up, I open my heart, I open my mind, I raise my vibration. Those on the other side kind of densify their vibration a little bit so we can make a connection somewhere in the middle. That's why I'm a medium. And then energetically, they feed messages to me. It's energetic portals of information that through my psychic senses become images or words or feelings or sensations in my body or smells or things that I remember. Sometimes that can be powerful messages also. So this works on an energetic level. The type of mediumship that I do is either called mental mediumship or psychic mediumship. There's other forms of mediumship like trance mediumship, spirit art, utilizing other tools or whatever, pendulum dowsing. Yeah, there's many ways of doing this. But the bottom line is your loved ones want to communicate with you. They want to let you know you're not going to die. Nobody dies. We just come into these bodies as spirits. We have these human experiences. We live, learn, love, and grow. We leave our bodies just like we toss our clothes in the laundry before we go to bed at night. And then when we wake up, we put on a new pair of clothes. So we come into a new life. So they want to validate that you're not going to die, because when you lose the fear of dying, you lose the fear of living. And they do that by providing specific information that I could not know. And a good reading is going to contain at least some bits that I would have no way of knowing, that's very personal, that wouldn't be on Facebook or social media or Google or any of that stuff. It'd be very, very personal stuff. So specifically, I will get names or initials, but names could be who they're with or who's here in the living. It's not always their names that I get. And you guys getting the messages, if you can, especially when I don't know who I'm with yet, if you can take most of it, speak up. Let me know that I may be with you, and then I may ask you why I may be with you, and do the reading that way. So they may give me things like appearances. Again, it's usually what they look like, but sometimes they show me people in the living also. Sometimes it's dates, like numbers come up, jobs, occupations, how people passed on, the list goes on and on, specific memories and stuff like that. So that's basically how we get the information. In a perfect world, one spirit will come through. I'll link with them. I'll get the evidence through. I'll get a message. Then they'll leave, and then another one will come through. But it's not always a perfect world, and sometimes I get overlaps. We call that piggybacking, where I may get the name John, and the name Eric. Like those two names may come up, and then 4 people can take it. Then all of a sudden, I may have 2 Johns and 2 Erics coming through at the same time. And the thing is, in a group like this, we're at not too many people yet. We're only at 38 people, but whatever the case, if this does get larger, a lot of people may be able to take the messages. And if I'm working with somebody, but this sounds like it resonates with you and you can take most of the information, your loved one may be piggybacking that message to give you a reading or to give you a quick hello or a message, even if you can't take the initial message. So sometimes it'll work that way, and sometimes it'll happen that way. And other than that, like I said, that there's a delay, but let me know if you can take the message. If anything else comes up, I'll definitely point that out as we go along. Let me have a little bit of water. So hi, Nicole, and Colleen is here, and Main Bear, thank you. And happy solstice, Carla, thank you. And everybody who's here, very, very good. And hi, Aaron. So welcome. All right, so what I'll do is I'll start out with a little prayer. Like I said, I'll do a couple messages. I'll break for a minute, do the giveaways, the announcements, and everything, because we have plans moving forward. Yes, we do. And then we'll get back into the messages. So I try to hang in there for about an hour or so, or read for about an hour. So we'll see how that goes. But we do a little prayer. So dear Mother, Father, God, we thank you for all of our blessings. We thank you for this amazing life and for keeping us safe in such a changeable and challenging but beautiful time. And we ask this evening that you are able to bring through very clear and specific messages to help those on the other side to come through, that we may be safe and protected always and empowered always in our work. And may we bring through some beautiful and needed messages this evening. And amen and shalom, namaste, aloha, salam alaikum. Am I forgetting anybody? Ciao. Okay. All right. So immediately as I tune in, the name Claire comes up very, very, very strong and clear. Um, Claire, Clara, a name like that comes through very strong. I feel like that there's a lady with me. I want to say I feel like with this lady, there's somebody that lives to a very old age. I want to say close to 100. And the name Claire could be, or Clara could be who I'm with, who's with me or who's in the living. And I feel like the person I'm with had arthritis. I feel like near the end of my life, I was, in a wheelchair a lot. It was hard to walk. It was hard to breathe. I want to say also. I feel like I have two sons, maybe three, but I feel like I have son, maybe a daughter also. But I feel like I want to mention that. And I feel like this is a strong person, and I feel like there's some process of building like a house or building something. It's like building something brick by brick. So there may be builders in the family. I feel like June's a very important month. I feel like we're around a birthday or an anniversary around this family. Now, I want to check in if anybody may be getting any of this yet. And so far, nobody has. So I'll keep working with that. I feel like this may be more connected to a grandmother or an aunt figure. I feel like I want to keep holding my chest. I feel like when you come over, I feel like this for one of the ladies here on the thread, unless we're all ladies, most of us are, I think. But I feel like I feel like when we come over, there's always like candy in the jar, I want to say, and I feel like there's a fairly largest dog. It might have been a sheepdog or a dog about that size that would be connected. I'm also feeling a reference to lighthouses. So I feel like there's a connection with being by water, by the beach, maybe a place like Cape May or one of the Capes or Cape Cod or something like that. But I feel like this is all relative in this energy. I also feel like there's a connection, either Connecticut or nearby New England also. Anybody have this at all? Um, so Dana's saying my great aunt Clara and my grandmother both lived in there to their 100. I think I'm with you, Dana. And I feel like at least one, if not both of them, kept their memory very much intact through their old age, I want to say, and into their hundreds. Yeah, I almost feel like I may be, leaning towards the age of 105, even with one of them. But I feel like that they're here, and I feel like that you've been getting some activity in your house. I'll put it that way, like things like lights blinking or almost swearing that something moved or stuff like that. I feel like what they're doing is they're working with you and guiding you on your spiritual and psychic development. I feel like that you did very well in terms of either telling somebody no. I want to say this as a male figure, holding your ground or not letting yourself get you pushed around recently. They do bring in the name Michael also. I think that's going to be in the living, but if I'm mistaken, that may be somebody that they're with also as well. I feel like to say that you could use a little vacation or a little bit of time off, I want to say. And I feel like one of these ladies was what we would call the white glove lady. Like, in other words, everything would be very, very neat in the house. And so I don't know if you could take the rest of this. You're saying yes, yes. So I guess that's a yes. So they're sending you a lot of love. I feel like they're saying keep shining your light. Don't let other people diminish your light. I think that's a message for all of us, not just you. And the funny thing is that because you can see in my glasses the reflection of my ring light, I think, and they're kind of putting you in front of like a camera and a ring light. I mean, that's just to say to literally go on YouTube, but I feel like they're saying, that you may have things to share more in the public eye, I want to say. And I don't know, Dana, if you do any healing work or go into places to help people to heal, but they're giving me this feeling maybe doing some volunteer work around like hospice or being an end of life doula or somebody around that, I want to say. And I feel like they're saying you'd be good at it. And then they're showing me oranges. There's probably a reference to Florida. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. And yes, living, yes. Okay, very good, very good. Interesting. Okay, so you get that. So let me move on to another one. And I feel like that there's a gentleman that comes in, and I get the image immediately of chopping wood, I want to say. So I feel like I've got a male figure. He's fairly tall or tallish, anyways. I feel like there's a D, it may be Dan, Dave, but I feel like there's a Dina, unless this is still for Dana. I'm sorry. I just realized I was with you. Um, but um, but I feel like there's a male figure that's very kind of like outdoorsy, I want to say. Good sense of humor. I feel like he liked his wine or beer or stuff like that as well. Um, I feel like they're showing me basically the face of a horse as I'm working with this connection. So I think that there's somebody that they either raised horses or raised, I want to say, not raced, although it could be raced or something like that. I feel like I'm being shown that as well. And I feel like as I'm going to this person's house or something in the house, there's like an old style bubble gum machine in there, or something that has like a globe shape on a stand like that, I want to say. So I feel like I'm being shown this image and I'm in an older house. And I'm also getting the image of getting my hair cut. So there's either like a hairdresser connected in the family or or you just got your hair done like within the last several days, whoever I'm with. Um, yes, level one Reiki. Good, Dana. So keep going, keep doing that. It seems like the delay is pretty long, so I'm going to be patient with this. And like I said, I may get other connection and then step back, but I feel like this gentleman is here. I feel like I'm supposed to address a lady who I think this would be you if you're a little bit shorter with very dark hair. I want to say in a medium build, I want to say. This may be just a way of coming into your energy, I want to say, whoever I'm with, which I don't know yet. um Going back to Dana's connection, they're saying happy birthday to somebody around you or happy anniversary, but this may carry into the other one as well. All right, so, and again, they show me horses. I feel like this man's really funny. He's kind of got a father like energy, but I have a feeling he might be an uncle, I want to say. And I think there's an R name connect. I want to say a name like Ralph, but I could be a little bit off on the name, but not the initial. So either the person that's coming through is an R name, or that'd be very significant. Then they're showing me the number 11, then 10. So I think November the 10th is an important date. Or I could be one day off and I get a specific date, or it could be um October the 11th. But I feel like all this is coming into the same energy. So far, no takers. And somebody talked about Edna Fire Island. I think we got that connection. So let me get a drink just in case somebody's memory is getting jogged. Mm. All right. Well, I'm going to move on to the next one, but Tiffany, I'm open to hearing from any families included. Okay, excellent, Lauren. Had an uncle Robbie who passed in November years ago, but not much else resonates. So it's probably not yours then, unless somebody else in the family would take that. But that's probably not where we're going. It sounds like my dad in a way. He was outdoors. He was a Sag horse. We had a neighbor named Ralph. Okay, and he died in November. Yeah, Aaron, this feels much more in your energy, I want to say. I feel like he's funny also. So I feel like I like to tell jokes and I like to be outside, I want to say. And I feel like there's something about the word running or not to run or whatever. I mean, I don't know if this is for you, but all of a sudden as I'm talking, just piling this pile of books in front of me. And I don't know if you've been doing a lot of reading and researching. Yeah, laid back. Yeah, I could see him being laid back. I don't think he's shy or withdrawn laid back, but just comfortable in his skin, I want to say also. this may not be him, but I feel like there's somebody that took to drinking a fair amount. I wouldn't say a raging alcoholic, but I feel like that started to happen. I feel like they talk about more of that being an issue more in my 40s and 50s than when I was younger, I want to say. And there may be a Native American connection because there's something about Indians or that word that came up, or whether it's like something with the Cleveland Indians, like baseball or whatever. But I feel like that all comes in, and they're showing me art, painting, drawing, and stuff like that. I don't know if who's might this be? Aaron, your grandfather was a drinker. Okay, so they're together. So there's something about painting or drawing. I don't know if that's for you specifically, but I feel like I want to bring that into your energy. Something like an Indian young. Thank you. That he's trying to show me that. Yeah. So that again, that's his way of just saying that I'm here, that I'm with you. You don't have to feel alone. Life is hard enough, I want to say, without feeling like that. And I don't know if it's the grandfather, because you said he was the drinker, but there's something about Tennessee whiskey, I want to say. It's specifically Tennessee whiskey. So I'm going to put that out there if that makes sense to you. And he was artistic. Okay. Well, you may have a little bit of that also, but thank you. He's on earth and alive. Okay, if this resonates with you, dream state also, take the messages as well. But I feel like at least 80, if not closer to 100%, is landing with Aaron. So that's good. I'm Mac Romaine while we speak. There you go. So very good. Um, so thank you everybody for your comments, and of course I'm going to do my best to try to get to everybody, but I have to just open and let spirit come through rather than try to get to you individually, because it doesn't really work that way. By the way, did somebody get locked out of a car recently, or why do I get the image of like not being able to get into my car? I want to say, I don't know. I think this is still around Aaron, but in any event, or that might be a funny story around your dad. But let me try to move on. We'll do one more, then we'll do the little contest. Okay. Well, it's not even a contest today. I'll explain what I'm going to do in a minute. Um, so somebody's got a real strong dog connection. I know with 42 of you on that could be 10 or people or more. So let me see if we can get a little more with that. I'm just clearing my mind a second. So who's here? I feel like there's another father figure here. I feel like the name like James or Jane or something like that would be relevant around this person. I know I'm with a smoker. I think that caused a lot of health issues, I want to say. I don't feel like this person died that old. I feel like he's more in his middle years, I want to say. There may be a name like Al that's referenced. Now, names and initials can be in the living as well. I feel like I want to get a reference to diving, like scuba diving around where I'm going, I want to say. Um, I feel like where I'm going, there is either a recent passing or right around the anniversary. The symbols to both of those are the same for me. But he's got definitely giving me this image of cigarettes. It looks like Newports. I don't know how I would know that because I'm not a smoker, but either that or Newport's important, like the place either in Rhode Island or California. But I think there's another Newport somewhere. But for some reason, he's showing me that. I feel like the person that I'm with is quiet. I feel like I like to read my paper in the morning. I want to say, and I feel like he had a little bit of a problem, like either maintaining his anger, I want to say, or depression or stuff like that. I don't know. The information a little, I don't know what the right word is. Scattered. So I don't know if anybody's quite with me yet. Lauren, Newport smoker. Lauren, you started to answer something else. Newport smoker. So how does, but you said, oh, I see. Died young and related to his passing J name. All right, or you know what it was like you weren't taking the last connection, but you are able to take this one. So I feel like you struggle with mental illness. That would make sense to me based on what I'm feeling, and yeah, specifically with the Newport. So that's, probably not the most popular brand. So that's specific. I feel like he wants to let you know that he's okay. Now, is this your dad, Lauren, or it doesn't matter, but whoever this is, oh yeah, you did say your dad. Okay. Um, Great guy with mental illness. Yeah, I don't question that. And of course, mental illness is of the body. When we leave the body, we leave the mental illness. But I feel like to say, but he learned a lot, and I feel like he's got a good nature, a good sense of humor. There's somebody that comes in, and I can see the image of this person, yeah, that had just a little bit of hair on the side, but pretty you're pretty bald on the top, I want to say, probably older than your dad. So it might be a grandfather. And there may be a name like Franklin, Francesco, Francis, an F name connected with that. If you can get that, that would just be somebody else saying hi, or that he's here with me, I want to say as well. So yeah, it may be grandpa. That's what, if the other stuff is matching, yes, I want to say as well. And I don't know if you ever connect into New York City, or one of the big cities. But for some reason, I just popped that image. It may just be there's an opportunity to take a trip there, or whatever. I mean, I'm in the Catskills, so a lot of people here are in this area and go to the city, obviously. But they feel like he's just saying that he's still with you. What else? What else? What messages do we have? I don't know if you're considering like selling a place, or moving, or there's something about considering a change, but I'm seeing the house. I feel like he does want to throw in there that he left the world very peacefully, and thank you for being there and helping. And also, I don't know if you've been getting any depression or have had some of those tendencies, but he's showing me my symbol for that. And dad is helping, I want to say also. And he's also showing my symbol for partnerships. I don't know if you are in a partnership, but certainly to me that would be like meeting somebody, or somebody coming into your life, or to say hi to your significant other, I want to say. But I feel like he's emphasizing the meetings and new people and the new direction in your life, sort of based on just the thoughts or feelings that you've had over the last few months. And then they show something about in a hospital with the female. So I don't know if there's a female family member that was in the hospital and got out, or something like that, or if it's more working in the hospital. But I'm supposed to bring all this information to you, and I feel like I'm eating a really big breakfast. I have sausages and bread, I want to say also. So you might have been a big eater in the morning. But anyways, getting married soon. All right, that's beautiful. Oh, that's what he's showing me the relationship symbol. The way I got this, because I read tarot, is that they show me the Two of Cups. So that's what got me there. Okay. My sister. Oh, I see. That's why she's in the hospital. So thank you for that. So he's still with me. All right. So, firstly, thank you again, everybody, for being here. Here's a couple of announcements. I want to go up to the stream. So a week from today, I'm going to be doing a mediumship event on Zoom. I'm going to show the information. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Up to, here we go. That's the one. So we're going to be um, doing that Tuesday, the 28th. So if anybody wants to get in on that, I mean, there'll be a lot less people. So, with the $15 events, I don't guarantee a message, but if I start to run over like 20 or 25, I'll probably cut it off, and then offer a second night, so it's not overwhelmed. So if anybody wants to do that, that's coming up. Now, what I flashed before, this is our membership program, Spirit Mind Family. A lot of you are on this already. And for this, this is where we have exclusive content, things I don't share on YouTube. We do live events, but I'm also doing a lot of channeling, and we're going to be deepening that work over the summer. Just as a sneak preview, I'm planning, or the master teachers, the group of energies, the ascended masters that work with me, are encouraging me and training me to be able to do like individual activations and do like channeled readings and do activations and attunements and stuff like that from them through you, and then do that in groups. So we're probably going to start doing that in September, but starting in July, except for the full moon and the special event channelings, are going to stay on YouTube um, forever or indefinitely. But the other work that's going to be more deeper, a little bit more personalized, if you want to work with the master teachers, again, they're a group of beings that I work with. That they're here to help us with our awakening, to work with our frequencies, to awaken our dormant DNA codes, to assist in that process by activating our energy field. So they do that through me, and in the group setting. So we're going to be doing that, forming kind of a regular group on Patreon. The Spear Mind family doing that twice a month. It's only $5 for the basic membership. So, and like I said, we do really cool things. We have live videos where we can talk candidly about what's going on in the world without fear of censorship. And then we do meditation of the month that I don't share anywhere else. So anyway, if anybody's interested, that's there. So let me move on. So as far as specials go, I'm going to also be doing a 5-part mediumship course if anybody wants to learn mediumship, either to better connect to your own loved ones, or do readings for other people, or do things professionally. We're going to start a 5-part 10-hour mediumship course in July, and the information, you can get that also on actually, it's not up on the website yet, but one of the specials, if anybody here is interested, I'm only taking 12 students at a time, so it's only open to 12. But anybody that's here tonight, and if you're interested in doing the mediumship course, and by the way that I train is to build the foundation and to build your energy fields, so that if you study with me or other mediums, that you'll have the basic training to get the most out of your training and develop as quickly and as safely as possible. So the way that I teach is from the ground up. So we form a strong foundation and then build your mediumship and your psychic skills from the ground up. So if anybody wants to do that, it'll be 10% off with you. So instead of 300, it'll be 270. So definitely contact us. I mean, it's not going to fill up this week, but the course may fill up. We're going to start the week after July the 4th. And then, because the giveaways got really, really messy the last couple of times, I'm gonna hide this. And with the delay and everything, doing the contest just got a little bit out of hand. So what we're gonna do is, for everybody who's on the event tonight, if and when you want to do a private session with me, it could be this week or 2 months from now, and you mention our second anniversary mediumship event, we'll give you 20% off. So that's a very significant savings, and I know money's tight for a lot of people. So if you want to take me up on that, again, the email is, I don't have that pinned up, but contact us at info@atombetweentheworlds.com. That's our email address. info@atombetweentheworlds.com. So, by the way, tomorrow night we're going to do some channeling here on YouTube, and that's going to be what we're going to do for that is where was I? Yes. They told me last night when I was meditating that they want to do an activation for us to activate what's called the King's Wealth Code, which I never heard that term before. But basically, what they're saying is that within every human's DNA, there's these DNA codes that are dormant, that are the royalty codes, and people that are royalty basically have them activated. So doing this work isn't going to make you literally a king or queen, but it's going to give you like the king's wealth or something like that. So what they're going to do is they're going to activate these codes for us, And for me also, because as I'm doing the transmission, I'm getting the activations also to help us activate, these codes that help us to attract greater abundance in our life, as well as doing some healing, clearing, and some solstice work. And that leads me to the other thing that I'm now just started to do a law of attraction process to manifest $10,000 quickly. And if it works, I'll make a video about it. I've been I've done this a couple of times for $2,000, by a certain date, and it worked both times. But right now, what I want to do is I want to make my courses. I feel like it's time. I have these ideas to do online courses. I want to upgrade everything here on YouTube. And and I want to, I want to hire people, somebody to do the courses very professionally, and that costs money. And then I need to take time off from readings to actually film them and everything, and so forth and so on. So because you have to act to attract, I'm just going to put it out there that I am now open for anybody that wishes to give us any donations or grants or loans or anything like that. I'm open to that, but I'm going to be doing my work. I'm going to manifest $10,000. We're going to make some courses. They'll be available in the autumn for all of us. And the other thing is we have to build a new website with WooCommerce. So, a lot of things. So that was the figure that I got that I need on top of what I'm earning on a week to week level. So again, if anybody wants to help out, you can email us info@inbetweentheworlds.com or message us, or if you know anybody or whatever. I mean, I may do something like a GoFundMe or something like that, but I'm really serious about raising this money and making this happen. So and like I said, I've got some plans of how to grow this channel. By the way, if you want to help the channel grow, and you watch regularly anyways, and you answer your bell notification, and if you don't get the bell notifications, definitely hit that, because then you'll get notified when we do the free events and when we release new videos. But if anybody answers them, especially in the first half hour, watches the video through, leaves a comment, and likes the video, that helps the YouTube algorithm get this information out to more people. And the idea is to grow. This is our 2-year anniversary. Spirit told me, and on New Year's Eve in 2019, that was December 31st, when I was doing my ceremony to start a YouTube channel, and I knew nothing about it, and I was horrible on camera. So long story short, I reprogrammed my mind, I studied, and I launched June 21st, 2020. I didn't even know a pandemic was coming. So Spirit knew, but I didn't. But they urged me to start doing this work on YouTube. So the idea is to help as many people awaken, or to help people to grow as possible. I mean, yes, obviously it benefits me to have more subscribers, but really my heart's really into this, and I want to help, or I should say, I want us as a community to grow and to help as many people as possible to awaken and to help make this world a better place. So if anybody wants to do that, no pressure. I'll love you either way. It's all good. But thank you, everybody. And thanks for being here tonight also. So much appreciated. So let me get another drink of water, and let's do some more messages now. And thanks for listening to my pledge drive. Okay, I'm sounding like PBS. I know. Back to reading. Let me take these glasses off for a second. All right. So I need to shift. So there's definitely some connection to a W name, but I almost feel like it's the last name, something that sounds like Wolf, I want to say, or Woolman or something like that. I do know there's an older lady that comes in. I do know she wore glasses. I'm being drawn a lot of attention to my head, I want to say. So I think who's ever coming through, I want to put her more on a grandmother's vibration. But I think she had some issues. It may have been dementia issues that way also. I feel like I want to go to January 10th, like 110. That comes up as well. Okay, so she's stepping in. So there's a lot going on in the chest area also. And and I think there's a B name. I don't know if it's Betty or Brenda, but I think there's a B name connected to her. as well. And again, there's this kind of W name connected with that also. I do believe somewhere in the family there's a connection to like somebody who's a firefighter, or stuff like that. Now I know why I need my glasses to check your comments out. Yes, thank you. This isn't going to help if I'm not down at my most current. Give me incentives. Wilfred, maybe I could start working with that tomorrow. Heather healing, Pauline. She may. I don't know, but we'll be here at 7 tomorrow doing the transmissions. GoFundMe, Adam. Give incentives. Thank you for the suggestion. Thanks the millions which are yours by divine right. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, something with a W. This sounds like my mom had to mention. This feels, this feels like I'm with you. Worked for fire brigade in the war. Yeah, this feels like I'm with you and my mother's. But anybody else that can take part of this, listen up. Now, going back to, I don't know, to Bear, I'll just say Bear. They're making me feel like condensing things. And I don't know if you're in a process of organizing. Wait a second. Do you have a brother figure that passed on also? A brother figure could be a cousin or a friend, but I feel like there's a male closer to age, I want to say. And I feel like in the same energy, there's a connection to somebody that's in the military also. It may have been going back to World War II because I think there's a wartime connection with that. But I feel like that. But I feel like the grandmother's the one that's here, and I feel like I'm smelling like white flowers, and that would be her. And she's saying daisies also. So I think this might have been a favorite flower, I want to say. And I feel like what she does. I feel like I'm with a no nonsense woman. I feel like what she helps you to do is cut the chafe out of your life, cut the out the useless steps, people that are draining and stuff like that. I feel like there's a real message about boundaries or stronger boundaries, but I feel like she's saying it's happening. It's not like she's like this, do this. She's acknowledging that it's happening, I want to say as well. For Judy, I'm just saying 110 is my birthday, and Judy's brother passed. So I this may be you also. I'm just seeing Julie Horn, and you're saying Wilfred, right? All right. Yeah, I don't even know who the other person is, but just saying 110 is my birthday, so I'm gathering that you and Judy are connected. Then, okay, son's firefighter. Okay, so the other person that had the connection with the military also. Both of you listen. I may be with both of you, especially the one they can really take the message that followed up with that. I feel like saying that you're doing a good job, I want to say. And I also get the image of children and almost like a line of children in my mind. So you may, if this is for Judy, you may be interacting with a lot of children and younger people. It almost feels like you may be in a cycle of a lot of births also, because it almost feels like a line, almost like a procession of children coming in. So there may be a lot of like grandkids or great nieces or nephews, or maybe children if or nieces and nephews. But I feel like I'm supposed to say that. Yes, my father, Wilfred. Okay. My grandfather was in the first war. Oh, right. That's so both of you listen, because I'm not sure which one I'm with, and I may be getting both of your relatives at the same time. But I feel like just saying a lot of love and light. I don't know if I think and you have 6 grandkids. All right, so that could be good. And my great niece and nephew. Okay, so that's for both of you. And I'm getting the image like a grenade also. So it could be I have somebody in wartime that may have been close to a grenade explosion or something like that. But I feel like I want to mention that. I feel like I want to say that. I feel like I want to say that you're safe also. So I don't know if either of you have been feeling a little bit of heat or unpleasantness either from a neighbor or coworker or something like that. He's saying that that's not, or she's saying that's not it, but that you're safe from something, I want to say. Okay, from doctors, illness, and stuff like that, or if there's some kind of a procedure or something medical that needs to be done with you or a very close loved one, that you'll be safe and not to worry about it. I want to say also as well. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I think this is, both Ween Bear and Judy. You both, or one or both of you. I think that's for you. So I'm going to leave that with you. I'm going to see who else that I can pick up on. I just have to clear my mind a second. Okay, so I have either mom with me or somebody that raised you. I do know there's a J name connected. I want to put this as a name like Jan or something like that, or JA name anyway. But I do know a J name is connected here. So let me just clear my mind. And I feel like I have a fair amount of houseplants, I want to say. And I feel like she's saying she could also sense the spirits. She may not have talked a lot about that, either that or the person I'm talking to, but there's something about clairvoyance. It's interesting. I don't know if it's the Liberty Bell, but I just got this image of a bell popping up in my mind. And there's talking about cancer. So I know it may not be her, but there'd be I think even a more recent passing of cancer connected in the family. And I feel like, I don't know if, well, I don't know who I'm with yet, so I shouldn't say I don't know, because I don't even know who I'm with. But I think there's either like a black lab or a darker colored dog, maybe slightly smaller than the lab. And then they're showing me teeth. So I think that there's either a reference to somebody being a dentist where I'm going, or just having teeth done. So let me just see. So I'm still with you then. Okay. Um, so so anyway, they're going to support you in your procedure, just to let you know, Judy. I want to say, and I'm sorry that you have long COVID. We'll send you some healing vibes also to get through that, as well. All right. And then I think it's Judy. You were saying that you had a cousin that passed. I know there's a male figure who's younger that's in this energy that wants to say hi also. I feel like he's funny too, I want to say. All right, so let me just see where we're at. All right, so I definitely have time and energy for a couple more. And just wait and see if there's any other validation. All right. So I have a younger male coming through, and this would be a son or a son-like figure, I want to say. Um, I feel like he would have a younger brother also, because he talks about the little brother. I think somewhere, I'm not getting this necessarily as his name, but I think the name Anthony, or an AN name or similar A name, would come in. This feels to me probably relating to drugs or maybe suicide, but I'm more warm on an accidental kind of toxic event or something like that. I want to say the number 4 pops into my mind also. And then I'm being shown water. I mean, it's possible it's trying to correct me and say there was a drowning incident, but there's something with water that comes up in my mind also, I have to say. And I think there's a name like Sean, a name like that would fit. Again, names don't have to be their names. They could be who I'm saying hi to or coming through. But I feel like this young person is here and that he's with me. And I feel like he's acknowledging like some big cleanup or some changes in furniture around a house where there's like a fireplace, I want to say, or a wood stove in a common room, I want to say also. And I feel like I visit that regularly. And there may be a name like Virginia, I want to say, or a V name, or sometimes that's Ginny, or the state of Virginia, but that pops up in my mind. I mean, I feel like I'm young, probably in my 20s. I feel like it's saying around 24-ish. That could be a date. Okay, so Michelle's, I mean, he's younger, around my age. I was in the Marines. Okay, so yeah, that may be for you also. My brother and my cousin young. I don't know if I would need to get more information. Definitely a J name, very prominent in that energy, I want to say. So I think, at least most of the names would match. I definitely know, again, there's something about a younger brother, a younger sibling. Yeah, and I think that the younger one's in the living, but I could be mistaken. But he keeps showing me that it's almost like he's watching over somebody to, almost like to make sure he doesn't follow and do something similar that he did, or that he's just having a really really hard time coping with what's going on. I want to say as well. So that comes up in my mind. I definitely feel like he wants to let you know that he's here, but I really feel like I'm going in a younger generation. Like I feel like I they put the energy below me, which is younger generation to me. I want to say, um, Shan J, my cousin was the baby. He has two older brothers. I mean, I guess it's possible if I'm confusing the reference, but especially if nobody else is taking it, and I was just with you. Um, Thank you. That Patricia B. That's what I'm looking for. He was only 20, so he took his life. I just got the feeling he was responsible for his passing. And Judy has an accidental overdose. So you know what? Both of these spirits may be coming through. But I really am interested in the one that's in the generation younger. And when you're talking about a grandson, that's definitely younger. Um, and his younger brother's alive and is having a hard time. So that's the reason he's coming, to let you know, or to let his mom and dad know that he's here. He's keeping an eye on the brother as best that he can. I feel like he's saying, you make sure, that he has room to talk and express himself, and to watch what he's eating also. I think he's trying to help him to eat more healthy foods or stuff like that as well. But I feel like he's saying he just can't get over it, and it just keeps playing over and over again in his mind, and that's why it's been so hard. So I feel like he's keeping an eye on him, and I feel like they're saying, to please, help him out, get him into counseling. So I'm going back to, I don't know if you know Anthony, Tony, but I know it's that name because they flipped the Anthony to Tony. So I don't know if you know who that is, but I'd either say hi or with him, assuming that's not his name. Um, although you're saying his name is June, well, it's a J name. Well, it has the N in it. So, anyways, lots of love from your grandson. I feel like he's with you, and again, I feel like there's a lot of support. And again, I don't know if this may be for his mom and dad, not necessarily you, but I get this image of a house. There's a room, there's a fireplace in it. It may be a wood stove, but it looks more like a fireplace to me. I feel like there's a fairly large dog there, I want to say, or was, I want to say also. And feels like there's things that are redone or being redone. So, if you don't understand that, see if his parents do. I'll put it that way. Um, yeah, and your dad Tony, yeah. Um, all right, I think this is. Still feel like this is Patricia, but yeah, and if other people understand that, definitely it's all good. So so wherever I'm going now, there's really a feeling about something with houses today. Just get this image of like clearing a lot of stuff out of a house. All right, we need a little more than that. Who's going to step in? There's a lot of them around me. All right, hold on. I need water. I need a break. Um, okay, so Patricia, you understand that. Excellent. Okay, beautiful. Um, okay, more water. All right. All right, I maybe start. It's funny because before that message came in, Spirit was saying to work with Janae for a second, and then you pass that on. I'm going to do that. I think like I said, in this group, there's a fair amount of you. The messages and the spirits can kind of blend a little bit. Um, so Johnny just started a company, so yeah, he's funny also, right? So that's Tony's son. That's where you get that. Hi, Em, welcome. So Johnny just started. That's why he showed me moving a lot of stuff. So I feel like he's here, and I think you mentioned that he passed recently. I don't know if it was in February, but that popped up in my mind. Then the number 8, really, really strong. Like I don't know if the 8th day of a month has a meaning. I mean, it could be August, but I think we're talking about the 8th. It may be February. There may be 2 different events. I want to say as well. I don't know if this guy had for some reason I'm feeling my hands a lot as he's stepping in. Like I don't know if he's developing arthritis or anything like that, or just didn't take really good care of himself. It's almost like I feel like I'm on the go a lot. I don't really get a chance to stop, unless it's to have a beer or something like that. I want to say, um, but I feel like he always knew how to entertain people and how to make people laugh and stuff like that as well. And I feel like he could be a little bit bratty too. I want to say, his daughters be okay, very good. Um, that all fits very good. His daughter's 8, not be 8. That's why the big he focused that 8 so strong in my mind. So yeah, that's his way of saying hi to his daughter. Now I don't know if there's also a K, Kate, Catherine, but there's a K name like a K, Caitlin, like a name like that also that I want to mention too. So if that's not the daughter or he's not a K name, which he's not, yeah, that could be with him or say hi to somebody else. I want to say also, and it's interesting. I don't know if there's some Irish people connected to the family, but I get this when Irish eyes are smiling, and yeah, Irish eyes are smiling when they're drunk, but then again, I'm of German descent, and they have quite a reputation for the booze also. So go figure. That's my dad. That's a lot entertaining. All right. Well, say hi to your dad then, or is that the dad in spirit? If so, he's taking the time to say hi. Also, he's kind of giving me a rose to just pass his love on and to say hi to you as well. Um, maybe I would say it's all going to get better, but you have to put your foot down. Not to let them get over on you, sort of the message from your dad, in a nice way. You know how to do it in a nice way, but to put your foot down, whether that's your husband or your business or whatever that is. And I feel like, again, I feel it's one of these things saying that he's doing that. Now, I don't know if this is for you if I'm switching, but I there's definitely somebody that's a hunter, and I'm shooting at birds, so it might be like ducks or geese, or I don't know if you hunt geese, or hopefully you don't, um, but there's a reference to hunting also, and then I'm seeing bear too. So I think somebody's a hunter. I may have pulled off your energy, but this is so fitting right now. Okay, excellent. That's good. Rose's mom. Okay, excellent. Um, um, okay, very good. So lots of love from whoever I was with as well as your dad, I want to say. So there's also a reference, and I mean, again, I'm gonna try to put these out quickly while I still have energy to try to get a quick something for everybody. And Yeah, somebody's very good at like knitting or crocheting because I'm seeing bedspreads or stuff like that, different stitch styles, all the stuff. Now, the talk about nanny, so there's probably a grandmother figure. Can I know sometimes grandmas go by nanny? So I feel like some of these grandmas here that's very prolific with things like knitting or sewing or stuff like that. Showed me the number 3. I don't know if that's 3 children, 3 grandchildren, or the month of March. I know the person that I with did develop a little bit of arthritis. I feel like my shoulders were hurting, I want to say, but I would keep going. And I feel like the expression when the going gets tough, the tough get going is very relevant. And I do know that the name Mary is very important around this. So either she's a Mary or a similar MAR name, or that's a prominent name in your family. But she's showing me pictures, and I think where I'm going, that there's the sense of like redoing some pictures or doing photo albums or looking at that. She's showing me last breath. So I think, whoever this is for, you were with this person when they passed on. The thing with breathing could be also a physical, and there's also somebody that would have been, I think, in World War II that's with her, connected to her. So let me see if anybody has any of this. So Sarah's saying, I used to knit sweaters named Mary. So this may be with you, Sarah. Um, Janae, my Aunt Mary, huge knitter. Oh, yeah, I had a feeling with the name Mary, knitting, and 41 people on, we'd get more than one. But I want to see who can fit everything, not just those two things as well. Yeah, because again, the thing with like that last breath. I mean, usually they show me that when you were there, or somebody important was there, but it could just be her way of showing a significant breathing issue in the end. I feel like she's saying, "I have no regrets," and for you in the living to not have regrets, we don't want to carry these burdens around because they lower our vibration, and we don't want to take these to the other side. We want a clear slate. I feel like she's saying she had no regrets. I feel like that you have some really nice china also, or dishes. You show me some serving plates and stuff like that. So I think this would have been a really honored family member. I do feel like she had several years of either dementia or things slowing down mentally. So again, I don't know if anybody's getting most or all of this. Here too. Okay, grandpa, her husband, knitting grams. So I might, yeah. So I'm looking for who can take the other parts of that. Yes, I know several people can take the knitting and the military and all that. Uh, I'm looking for that connection with last breath, dementia, the more specific things that would probably separate everybody else out but one person. And if we can nail that person, we'll continue. If not, I'll move on. I'd say, if everything else fits, then yeah. Um, Cabinet of china and dishes, and I mean, all right. So this may be yours, Lauren, as well. And she has a niece named Mary. All right. So anyway, she's saying hello and sending you a lot of love and a lot of positive energy and a lot of love and light as well. And I feel like she's talking about you being a doer also, and to putting ideas into practice. I want to say, and when they come through, they're just filled with love and light and filled with spirit, and they're really here to assist us in our journey of life, to let us know that there's no death and that we're all connected, I want to say as well. And I feel like she's saying that you're a teacher, that you're going to be teaching others how to connect, maybe not as mediumship, but to connect to spirit, connect to love, connect to life and everything. Um, he had dementia for 7 years. So, this could be a quick hello from your dad also. Absolutely. Okay, very good. But Lauren's the one that takes everything from this. Um, so it's all good. So thank you. And Sarah's a teacher. Like I said, if some of these are making sense for you, you acknowledge them, that they're probably trying to say hi to you also, and the message would have some meaning. So again, I feel like again, putting ideas into practice, doing more teaching, um, doing more in terms of helping people spiritually, I want to say, and stuff like that. So let me see if I can get one or two more. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. As long as it makes sense to you, Lauren, I don't need to know the details. Thank you. Um, so who would understand the name? I want to say Philip or Phyllis. Because right when I drank my water, Philip popped up in my mind. I think that may be the name of somebody that passed. Now, of course, I have a friend named Philip Hogg who died several years ago. I don't know if anybody goes back to my high school days and knows him. If you do, maybe he's trying to say hi. But seriously, that name just popped in. I'm not getting David. I'm not too confident with that. Let me just clear my mind a second and see who else is here. So I'm seeing people playing tennis, I have to say. So I think where I'm going, that there's a female that would have been really into it. It feels like there'd always be like a tennis date, I want to say. Um, once, twice a week. I think, this is, I don't know if this is a mother, aunt, or grandmother. I don't think this is mom. I feel like there'd be a reference to New Jersey or connection into New Jersey with where I'm going. Now, I also get the feeling they're acknowledging somebody that likes to lift weights. This could be somebody in the living to say hi to. I also feel like there's a fair amount of cats. So I may be with somebody that kept cats. And I'm seeing one in particular that looks like a calico, but has a lot of white also. So the calicos have the 4 colors. So that's 3 or 4 colors, but a lot of white in the belly also. I want to say I have a feeling this is for one of the people that spoke up on Lauren's message. I have a feeling it's for one of you guys. I want to say. Um, Dana, we all had cats. They play tennis, female. All right. So this is for Dana. All right. Well, they're saying hi to you. This spirit is saying hi to you also. I didn't mention the 20-80 rule before, but in groups, 20% of the people tend to get 80% of the messages. It's just kind of the way that it works. But okay. So your loved ones are trying to say hi. Now, there's a reason for everything. I think out of the people that are here, Dana, you're the one that's going through a lot of transition now that need to know that you have a lot of your loved ones around you. And I feel like they're saying the other thing is you're breaking through and pretty soon, if it's not happening already, you're going to start to feel, sense, and communicate with the other side as well as your guides and angels more. So it's like you're in this breakthrough moment. I feel like that they're here to assist that. I want to say. Now I don't know if you have the name Sam also, but that just popped into my head. If not, there may be somebody. It could be Samuel or Samantha, but the name Sam just popped in loud and clear. I think that's not for you. I think that may be for someone. And good guy, many memories. Yes. And what am I gonna say? Oh, there's a name like David or Dan. Well, you're Dana. Okay. Best Sam's best friend. So if you just spoke to him or heard from him very recently, that's their way of just saying that they're with you at that time. I want to say, so very good. They'll bring up best friends also. Why not? Um, all right. So all of a sudden, I feel like I'm fixing. It looks like an automatic dishwasher, maybe a washing machine. I don't know if and the name Peter pops up, or sometimes I get Pete's and Pat's confused, or Paul's, but the name Peter popped up in my mind. I think there's some reference to somebody that may fix appliances or did plumbing work or stuff like that. I want to say that may be the spirit's name that's coming through. I want to say also, for some reason he may have died at age 56 or possibly 65, since I could be psychically dyslexic, but the number 56 popped up in my mind, I want to say. Um, and I feel like there would have been a fair amount of smoking with this person. And I do think I have a feeling there was drinking, because I feel like there would have been a reference to like liver issues or cirrhosis or things of that nature, I want to say. Now, this can be for the same person, but sometimes it will definitely be for the same person in the living, but I may be getting references to more than one person on the other side. But I want to say father, but I'm not sure what the relationship is. I almost want to put him a little bit older than a father, but in any event, let me see if anybody's. Your dishwasher just broke. You're kidding me. Oh my God. And you have Dan too. Oh my God. And so anyhow, um, your people are aware that your dishwasher just broke, Dana. They're really keying in on you. However, we have a father who's a plumber here. Okay, between Dana and Sears, where might drinking come in? Where might like liver issues, lung issues from smoking or breathing issues? Not a healthy person, I want to say. It doesn't necessarily have to be, like it doesn't have to be your dad serious. I was just not last night, but the night before, I was out up in a place called Colgate Lake. It doesn't get dark till after 10 p.m. this time of year up there. And I was just staring at the star Sirius and just connecting there. Anyway, just okay. Wait, I think this is your husband died at 56 and you're trying to fix your dryer. So I have a few, what happened here? Um, Patsy, what and the other two that can take this is that because I was working with somebody else and your husband has so many similar references, he came in and kind of nudged the others out of the way, like I'm here. And that's where I got all these other references, like the age, the smoking, um, and his beer and all that stuff. So Dana, they're here. Sirius, they're here because you can take a lot of this asbestos. That totally fits the energy. But Patsy, your husband really was very determined to let you know that he's okay and kind of push through all that. And an age, especially 56. I mean, that's unfortunately, very few people die that at that age. And then of course, Dana can take somebody with emphysema. So I don't know with where was I? My dad's a plumber too, Ray. So see, your dad's saying hi also, Lauren, and you're Wolf too. I got the last name Wolf earlier. I didn't even know you were on. So there you go. Um, so Patsy, I don't know if your husband also had some liver related issues. It may not have been from drinking or cirrhosis, or if somebody around him had that. But I think that fits in the energy also. But I know he loves you very much. He's kind of shown me the number 20 also. So the 20th day of a month, or you were married 20 years, or there's something with the 20 also, I want to say as well. Um, but the fact that you're trying to fix your dryer, yeah, that he found a way to come through to let you know he's okay and that he's still with you. And I feel like he's saying, carry on and everything. I mean, I don't know where you're at in your healing or any of this stuff, but he's putting a new guy in front of me. So, if you're not ready, they're not forcing anything, but say the word and he'll help, because the message for you is that he wants you to continue to experience what you're meant to experience in this lifetime. His contract ran out. He's got a sense of humor too, because I'm fearing like my contract ran out, but part of your contract to continue is to be able to experience love and partnership in a different facet. So again, he's not, again, if he passed recently, these things take time. If you never repartner, that's your choice. He respects that and honors that. But just say the word and he'll be there to help out with that. I want to say. So you have Samantha, yeah, and lung issues, yeah. All right. So anyway, that message for Patsy or anybody else that that can take a lot of this, but she's the one that can nail, like I think there might have been one point she didn't address, everything else she could. So I think that's for you. You are most welcome anytime. All right. So I know we're getting late. One more, okay, because the name Jean just popped up in my mind also. I think Jean, the female Jean rather than a male Jean, which is usually Eugene anyway. So I think Jean is saying hi, Jeannie, Jean, a name like that, I want to say. Talking about not dropping the ball, but the ball is very heavy. All right, what's he trying to say? I feel like wherever I'm going, I feel like I'm supposed to say a couple of things. One, not to feel obligated to follow through on everybody's death wish, or one person's death wish in particular, especially if it's impractical, because the thing is, once we leave our bodies, we have no what's the right word? No attachment at all to our possessions or whatever. I just feel like saying, just please take care of yourself and be there for the family, I want to say. But I think the other thing is somebody may have dropped a big bomb, I want to say, and that would affect like the relationships with the family. It may have been over like money or inheritances or something along those lines, I want to say. But I feel like they're kind of outcasting this. I want to put this either as a sister or sister-in-law. It may be a sister-in-law that controls the husband, which would be your brother. But whatever the case may be, I feel like they're talking about just somebody being, kind of a bully about things. And I feel like they just kind of want you to just kind of take a deep breath and relax. But I feel like it's also saying wherever I'm with it, that there's been a big leap in your development, your personal development and growth. And I feel like there's also somebody connected to World War II where I'm going, but I think it's a different World War II than the other ones. And I'm seeing like it looks like the Bismarck, but one of the big ships, right around um, that the time when the war was ending, I want to say. Uh, so my grandpa's gene. Oh, I thought that was damn. So that's a male gene. I mean, I could be wrong if everything else fits. Um, but I feel like this is for somebody, and if anybody's having these types of issues that you're aware of, um, let me know and I'll finish the message. Um, if not, again, sometimes people don't speak up or whatever. But if not, I won't go any further. But I feel like I'm supposed to acknowledge it's some things in the family that are just kind of get dropped on your lap. Basically, it's almost like it becomes your way when it's not supposed to be. And I feel like saying not to necessarily accept all of this. I want to say, but really to take care of your heart and yourself and stuff like that as well. That all fits with all right. So you understand that. So you have the message and everything. All right. I know I'm winding down. I know we went over, but I don't think anybody's really complaining. So the people that didn't get direct messages, anything that you could pick up, that may have been for you, you definitely take that. That's the point of this. They try to get to as many people as possible. I'm not always aware of everything, but everything seemed to go pretty well tonight. Again, if anybody wants to, it's only $15, but it's happening next Tuesday on Zoom. If you want to do more detailed mediumship readings with me, in the $15 format, I can't guarantee readings, but once I get over 20, I'll probably, if that happens, I'll probably cut it off and then have an overflow day. Just I want to at least give everybody a fair chance. And what else? So we made all of our announcements earlier. I'm not going to redo that or anything like that. But just quickly, if anybody wants to learn the art of mediumship, mention this. We're doing a 5-part class over the summer, and you'll get 10% off of that. And great. So thanks for being here, and thanks for celebrating our birthday with us. Right around the 1st of August will be the next mediumship event here. Tomorrow night, we're going to work with the master teachers. That's a form of channeling that I do, that they'll activate your wealth codes. They're calling them the king's wealth code or the king's code or something like that. They're explaining that we all have DNA strands of royalty, but for most people it's dormant, which is why most of us aren't royalty, but those can be awakened and activated, and it won't make you a king or queen necessarily, but it'll access you to the royalty wealth, I want to say, and that kind of energy in your life. So um they just told me last night that that's what we're doing. They're like, great, I'm trying to manifest money now. Perfect. I'm all in, and I'm going to be the channeler, so I'm going to get the downloads and the activations also. So tomorrow at 7, channeling with the master teachers. Thanks again, everybody, and many blessings. Yes, yeah. Lauren, your people were here also because, like Janae said, we mentioned the last name Wolf before you were even on, so your people are aware of that, and they're helping you out also. Thank you, Nicola. Thank you so much. And See all of you tomorrow that are going to be in. I'm going to end for now. Good night.